right, welcome to the second game of the evening. Up this time is Magicolors. Magicolors, use your staff to solve challenging puzzles and unlock powerful spells by absorbing energy from rare magic crystals. Play the well-known three-piece alignment game of the same color, but with totally different mechanics. Have fun in a building block style voxel setting. Solve challenging puzzles in a unique way, interacting with the scenario using the resources acquired during the game. The Fantastic World of Magicolors. It is a board game where a mage uses the power of his staff to collect the energy of the magic crystals scattered throughout the scene. The objective is to make collecting spells pass through 3 crystals of the same color in one row. Other spells may be unlocked when the player collects the amount of crystal energy needed to obtain each spell. The player must use the new spells creatively to solve new and challenging puzzles as he progresses on his journey. Right, so we got the Nintendo Switch version of this game. So over to the Galax with the details.
So this is a fairly, I think, simple puzzle game, at least conceptually. Overall, I found it easier to mostly play. You can tap the X button on the Switch, the top face button, to go into overhead mode, and I found that more useful for most purposes. However, you have to be careful because slants and angles is actually an important aspect, because the things you need to shoot aren't always the same thing. Also, this is one of those games that grades you based on basically the number of times you do a thing, the number of times you move, and the number of times you cast spells. So while you can just restart it at any time, if you don't plan ahead, you're going to have problems. At first, you only have the one spell, which is the spell you use to collect the 3 gems of the same color when you hit them in a straight line. Later on, you gain gems that let you move blocks that are on the field, that turn blocks into reflective ice, and then there are 3 other ones that I didn't get to. This is a game with I think 4 worlds of 16 stages each, and I got about halfway through the second world, and you don't get the third spell, or no, you don't get the 4th spell until the 3rd world, and the 5th spell until the 4th world. They kind of dress it up as if you're gaining experience, because whenever you gain a set of gems of that color, it goes towards your spell meter in the top corner there that shows you the spell you're trying to earn. But you can't go back to later stages with more advanced spells. It's just based on what stage you are, and you can't miss any because you complete the stage. You complete the stage by collecting all of them. So for this one, for example, you have to stand immediately next to it and aim directly at one of the 3 things, because otherwise you won't get the right angle going up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a little bit complicated. Your mage is actually a little over 1 block tall, so you can shoot over 1 box. This becomes relevant when you're trying to figure out what block you want to push. The weird things are mostly things like, because of that, if you want to, because your shot is angled based on the level of the square that you're aiming at when you shoot. you have to aim at the correct thing or one of the correct things. So for this, if you're standing there, you can aim at any of those 3 crystals directly. But for example, if you aim at the thing behind it, you're trying to shoot straight along the ground, and because they're going up on a slant, that doesn't work. And if a thing increases in altitude or angle more often than or with more than one square in between them, then you have to space yourself back a certain amount. And you have to be really careful about like which blocks in a column you freeze. It's really awkward because there's an annoying amount of time. Like when you get the knock boxes spell, you can't actually aim at the box you want to knock because then you'll be shooting at the top of it and you'll miss it. You have to hit something on the same altitude behind it for that. So, just that's a little bit awkward on the input. I feel like it would be more elegant if you could like aim your things up and down, but also that would probably make it too easy. So that's probably why they're doing it. A little bit less forgivable is the fact that the control. So now you're using the shove spell, so you have to aim on the other side of the thing you want to hit. You look like you were aiming at the correct thing to try to get it to be 3 high, 2 high, 1 high. So aim at the flat ground level thing on the other side of the one. There, you did it. Now switch back to collect to get the other ones. Yeah. The amount of time you can't aim at the thing you want to hit, and the amount of time that you have to like move around awkwardly are a little bit frustrating. Also, the battlefield is always set up. It's a checkerboard, but it's tilted 90 degrees. So to move along the actual rows and columns of the map, you have to input diagonally on the mouse, or not mouse, on the stick. So that was a little bit uncomfy, and I would prefer it to not have been that way. Other than that, the puzzles actually get pretty complex pretty quickly. It can actually be kind of interesting. I wasn't really listening to the music much, unfortunately. Overall, I had a decent amount of fun with it, but there are a few fairly simple things that could have improved it.
Mm-hmm.
So the easiest way for this one, I think, is to knock the left one a block down, and then stand against the wall on the shorter side. No, there. No, against the wall. Because this is the thing where there's things in between. So yeah, the setups for the puzzles are nice, but the controls and some of the weird mechanics of like what you have to aim at to hit certain things with certain spells is a little bit awkward. So overall, I think it's reasonably enjoyable. What is the damage price wise, Adam?
Let's see. Regular price is. Hang on, there's a whole bunch of bundles here. $199. It's currently on sale for 99 cents.
You know what? For that price, sure, it's harmless. That's very, like, if it was over $5, I was gonna say that's probably too much.
No, it's not even that.
But for a
So
dollar or two, sure. It bothers me a little because of how much better I think you could make it with fairly few changes.
right. Well,
But again,
maybe they'll
it's not bad for a dollar or two.
maybe they'll do that for Magicolors too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and this is also part of a whole bunch of bundles on Steam. They are packaged in with, like, you got the games that make you think bundle, which is 311 games for parents and kids to play together bundle, 515. Calm Quarantine bundle, 1396. These are all filled with games. I think we've reviewed some of them, but there are others that we haven't. So can't really speak to the quality there. But none of these prices are, wallet breaking. Like, anyway, so yeah, that'll about do it for Magicolors here. Be sure to tune in after the break as Petty Fan will be reviewing Knight's Retreat.